Hi guys, it's me Malcolm, the movie Wizard of Oz himself. So, as you may know, we have 5 days until the upcoming movie, The Suicide Squad. 121 guns, lay down your... And get this, Rotten Tomatoes just gave it a score, and they gave it a 100% on it. La, la, la. Wow! I am so excited. I was afraid it would have a rotten score just like its predecessor, but thankfully it isn't. Looks like hiring James Gunn to direct it really paid off. I mean, if he could do Guardians of the Galaxy, he sure can definitely do the Suicide Squad. Oh, amazing. I'm really starting to love James Gunn. Do you know, fun fact, he did the story of both the Scooby-Doo movies, the live action ones with Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Then girl, work it up, boy, 'cause it got me feeling naughty. I wanna know, boy.
Yeah, those are the ones. Oh, Lord. So, in honor of the upcoming movie, I'm here to do this awesome list that is going to be my favorite from now on. I'm going to discuss my top 5 members of the Suicide Squad. I mean, why not? There are so many villains that Amanda Waller recruited for her Task Force X. And so far, there have been so many villains that did some pretty awesome, noble suicide work. Like, it's just crazy. I mean, can you believe the new roster we have for the upcoming movie? Oh my god, there are so many villains in that one. It kind of reminds me of Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. But more on that later. So, for this list, I'll be discussing all members who were villains that were part of Task Force X, okay? I mean, there are so many that I have to cut it down to just only 5. Just 5. Alright, let's get to it, shall we? Number 5, Killer Croc.
Monster! That boy is a monster!
You all might know him as Waylon Jones. He was one of Batman's arch enemies. They always butt heads. And I mean, he really knows how to blend in when it comes to other alligators or crocs. But he has a deadly appetite. Oh, Lord. And I really did admire how he had a southern accent in that show, The Batman, played by the voice of Ron Perlman. That voice. But it does make sense. According to Killer Croc, he was born around the South, probably Louisiana. And I really did, and I was feeling a little so with the adaptation in Suicide Squad starring David Ayer. But I gotta say, Killer Croc was very tough and very deadly. Okay, number 4, El Diablo. You might know him aka Carlos Santana. I mean, Chato Santana, my bad. He was an LA gangbanger who had the abilities of fire. I mean, it was crazy, right? He used his powers just to be a top gang leader. I mean, it was shocking. He was a beast with those powers. He was so creative when we saw him in Suicide Squad. Amazed that Adam Rodriguez, is that the actor who played him? Yeah, enough about that. But I gotta say, Diablo was very smart and really had a tragic backstory of what happened in his past. Okay, number 3, King Shark.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voice.
Yes. But he goes by another name, Nana Ue, who believed to be a descendant of an ancient shark god. I mean, where did he come from? And how did he become like that? I've seen King Shark for the first time in Batman Assault on Arkham, but then we get to see more of him in the Arrowverse, in the Flash show. So how he showed up to kill the Flash so he could go home back to Earth too.
I'm a monster, 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 I'm a monster.
Instead, he became sort of a recruiting villain, that one. The last time we saw him, he was kicking ass against Gorilla Grodd. I mean, that was an epic battle between those two.
Bring it on, better give us what we want.
I just love it. Love it though. And now we get to see him in the Suicide Squad this year. And get this, he will be voiced by none other than Sylvester Stallone himself. Oh my God. Oh. Lord, crazy. I am so looking forward to seeing the movie. Okay, number 2, Killer Frost. I mean, why not? I absolutely love Killer Frost. She was so deadly, just like Sub-Zero. Oh no, she could. I mean, creating snow weapons, freezing anyone to death. It's just crazy, though. I always wondered if she's gonna be on the big screen, but it turns out she did showed up in the Flash, played by Danielle Panabaker. Baker, who will be portrayed as Caitlin Snow. And so far, we did see her in the animation movies, where she was played, where Louise Lincoln and Crystal Frost took the mantle of Killer Frost in the movies. I mean, she was an ice cold bitch, which makes her official member of the Suicide Squad. I mean, you do not want to mess with her. Okay, before we get to my number one pick for the Suicide Squad, here are my honorable mentions.
I'm not here for your entertainment. You don't really wanna mess with me.
La mano arriba, cintura sola, la media vuelta.
What you waiting, what you waiting, what you waiting, what you waiting, what you waiting for?
Okay. Okay, guys, brace yourselves. Here is my number one pick for my list. This one is one of my favorites ever since she appeared in 1992 in the Batman animated series, and she has such class, such style, and was very giddyish. Harley Quinn.
You wanna be my lover? You gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever.
I mean, why not? I absolutely love her. Love her. I always did admire that red and black Chester outfit she always wears. It was styling. So, I always wondered who would play her in the big screen. And thankfully, we got our wish. This thanks to Margot Robbie. Oh Lord, she was the perfect role to play her in the movies. Though. But before there was Margot Robbie, we also had Mia Sara, who played her in the show Birds of Prey.
Hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. No way, think you need a new one.
That only lasted one season. And so far, I was kind of a little disappointed that she didn't appear as much between Birds of Prey and Suicide Squad. She should have appeared in The Dark Knight, the one with Christian Nolan. Sad. And she did make a little appearance in Arrow.
Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's...
But still, not only Harley became a member of the Suicide Squad, but she became an awesome, cool character just like Catwoman. I mean, there was more to her than just being evil, okay? I mean, if you take away the Joker out of her life, she is her own woman. Though. I mean, I gotta say, Harley was the best of the best for Task Force X, hands down. I mean, I kind of relate to her. I always do admire her witty attitude. Okay, guys, those are my top 5 for the Suicide Squad. I hope you guys are ready to see that movie. Oh. So, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and be sure you all stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great summer, and don't forget to see the Suicide Squad in the big screen. Bye.